Every month, we bring in about 500 new one-to-one coaching clients to our business. And here's how we manage to maintain a high level of service up until this point. So first stage of doing it is going to be DIY. You're pretty much going to be doing everything yourself at this point. And you need to use this phase to your advantage, okay? So you want to be messaging daily or at least outreaching 3 times a week to all of your clients, okay? And build a system for this because you want to maintain a strong pulse. You also want to understand what it is they like or what they don't like, or what it is they do take value from versus don't, because you really want to start productizing your service so it's scalable in the future. And obviously just holding them accountable to a high level, right? So they get the best results possible, so you get the best testimonials possible. And then secondly, you want to be doing weekly or bi-weekly Zoom calls. And this is a more deep dive into actually breaking down their progress so far, making any adjustments where necessary, again, so they can get the best results possible with you and your service. Here's where most people start to fuck up. When it comes to hiring your first coach, this does not mean you are no longer in fulfillment. You are just as involved in fulfillment as you are now, except your role is going to change just very slightly, okay? So instead of doing the messaging and the outreach daily like you were before, this is still going to be happening, but by your coach, okay? And so you're going to be QCing, quality controlling their messages every single day. You want to be looking at the quality of response and the depth of the response to the client from your coach, and also the speed to response, okay? Because what happens on the front lines of your business is going to determine what people say about you and the quality of your business. So that's the first thing. You're going to be QCing that. And then the weekly, bi-weekly Zoom call that you were doing before, your coach is now going to be doing that, and you're going to be QCing that daily as well. So you want to be watching back these calls on 2x speed, and you're going to be looking out for the energy of the call and the quality of the call. Now, you're going to be doing this up until you have about 500 clients. At this point, you're likely going to have about 6 or 7 coaches stacked up with full rosters. And then you're going to want to be bringing in a team lead, because you don't really want, as a business owner, more than 6 direct reports in just fulfillment alone. So this is where you hire a team lead. Now, again, this does not mean you're out of fulfillment. What this means now is you've got a team lead doing this, and you want to be QCing their QC. So the feedback that your team lead is giving your coaches, is that the same feedback that you would give your coaches? This is what you now want to be keeping a pulse on. And are they spotting the right bottlenecks? Are they spotting the true problems within fulfillment? And are they solving those problems with the right solution? You want to have a pulse on this. So as you can see, you never really get out of fulfillment. You just step a little bit further and further away from the front lines. And this is how we manage to maintain such a high quality of service, even having thousands of clients at any given time.